Have you ever noticed? Some people earn a normal salary, but somehow keep getting richer, while others make good money and still feel broke at the end of every month. It's not luck, it's not secret investments, and it's definitely not just earning more. The difference is something much simpler and a little uncomfortable to admit. Most people manage money to survive. The 1% manage money to grow. Here's what most of us were taught about money. Spend less than you earn. Save a little. Maybe invest if you can. Sounds reasonable, right? But here's the problem. This mindset is built around restriction, not strategy. So what happens? You get paid. You pay your bills. You spend a bit on things you enjoy. And whatever is left, you try to save. But most months, there's not much left. And even when you save, it feels slow. Like no matter what you do, you're not getting ahead. Now compare that to how the 1% think. They don't ask, how much can I save? They ask, how can I make every rupee work for me? Let's break this down simply. Imagine your money is like employees in a company. Most people treat money like this. All their employees are working one job, helping them survive day to day. Rent, food, bills, lifestyle. But the 1%, they assign their money different jobs. They divide it into 3 simple roles: living money for expenses, safety money for emergencies, growth money for building wealth. Here's the key difference. Most people only focus on the first one. The 1% prioritize the third. Let's take a simple example. 2 people earn the same amount. Person A spends first, then saves what's left. Person B invests first, then spends what's left. At the start, it doesn't look like a big difference, but over time, it changes everything because person B is constantly feeding their growth money, and that money starts doing something powerful. It starts multiplying. Now here's where psychology comes. Humans are naturally wired for short-term rewards. That's why buying something today feels better than saving for something later. It's called instant gratification, and most people fall into this trap without realizing. If the 1% don't eliminate this feeling, they design around it. Instead of relying on willpower, they create systems. For example, instead of saying, I'll invest whatever I don't spend, they flip it. They automatically move money into investments the moment they get paid. No thinking, no debating, no emotional decisions. This removes the biggest enemy of wealth building, your own impulses. Another key difference? The 1% don't see money as something to protect. They see it as something to deploy. Most people are afraid to invest because they might lose money. But the truth is, not investing is often the bigger risk, because money sitting idle slowly loses value over time. The 1% understand this, so they focus on putting money into assets, things that can grow, generate income, or increase in value. Here's the deeper idea most people miss. Wealth isn't built by how much you earn. It's built by how you behave with what you earn. Let's say someone gets a salary increase. What usually happens? They upgrade their lifestyle, better phone, better car, more spending. This is called lifestyle inflation, and it silently keeps people stuck. The 1% do the opposite. When their income increases, they increase their investments first. Their lifestyle improves later, slowly, and intentionally. Another powerful mindset shift. Most people think, I need a lot of money to start investing. The 1% think, I need to start so money can grow, because they understand something simple. Time matters more than amount. Even small investments, given enough time, can turn into something significant, but only if you start early and stay consistent. So what can you actually do differently starting today? Keep it simple. First, flip the order. Don't save what's left after spending. Invest first, even if it's a small amount. Second, create a system. Automate your savings or investments so you don't rely on motivation. Third, separate your money. Have a clear idea of what is for living and what is for growing. And most importantly, start thinking of your money as a tool, not just something to spend. Ask yourself one question every time you earn. How much of this can I turn into something that grows? At the end of the day, the 1% don't have a completely different life. They shop, they spend, they enjoy money, just like everyone else, but behind the scenes, their money is always working, quietly, consistently, relentlessly, And that's the real difference. It's not about being rich, it's about building a system where money stops depending on you and starts working for you. Because once that happens, you're no longer just managing money, you're building wealth.